So this is even bigger, right? We thought, man, hell, one of them are probably going to be gone. We thought there was even a potential possibility that you lose both of them. But now both of them return, Clint, and that's big news for the Texans. So they have their entire offensive brass that was together. Bobby, Jerrod, CJ, all still together for year 2 of this run. So that was a huge night for the Houston Texans.
Absolutely big, man. For not just for them, hell, for all of us in the fan base, it was absolutely huge, man. We can sit around and we can soft shoe. Well, getting the coordinator's not that important. CJ can overcome it all. The quarterback coach, that relationship's not that important. Nah, man. Those things, all of those things are very, very, very valuable. The chemistry between the two, the trust and confidence that they have in each other is absolutely huge. And for us to get at least one more year of that trio on the offensive side of the football is very, very promising for our Texans.
Real quick, you fellas surprised?
What?
Are you surprised that both of these guys are returning? I know
1.4,
Tyler, but both of them.
Yes,
I'm surprised that they're both here. Right? I thought, okay, if Bobby doesn't take a job, and when you start to see Jerrod Johnson, I mean, he probably had 8 interviews.
But why was he going to take an OC job somewhere else? Like, why would he take that lateral move? I never understood that.
It's not a lateral move. He's a quarterback coach. I'm talking about Jerrod Johnson.
No. Okay, I got you. But if Bobby stays, why would Jerrod, like knowing the hype with Bobby Slowik, why would Jerrod leave knowing that position's going to be waiting for him at some point, and he sees what's going on in Houston?
Well, you don't know, right? You can't guarantee that, and there could be a certain situation where you're like, hey, I can be an OC right now. And that is, and what we're seeing is most of the coaches that are becoming head coaches come from the OC route. That's what we're seeing the most part of it. And all right, man, there's some situations if I could wait a year and hope that Bobby Slowik doesn't pull another Ben Johnson and goes or has a bad year, which we don't foresee happening, and his name is not as hot and he doesn't become a head coach. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that quarterback coach who was waiting behind Eric Bieniemy for all those years, Matt Kafka, thought he was going to be the OC in Kansas City for years, and it never happened. Like, you just can't guarantee what would happen. So I'm a bit surprised, Clint. I thought, all right, Bobby's going to stay, but, I mean, somebody's going to get Jerrod Johnson and offer him. But
I'm going to tell
you,
Cal and Hannah are flat-ass living right. Because, I mean, every star aligned for Bobby Slowik to have his ass up out of here and be a head coach next year. Yep. I mean, he got interviewed by everybody under the sun. The guys that everybody thought was going to have the jobs where he had connections, they bailed out. I mean, I was surprised when this all started. I believe I said I'd be surprised if Bobby Slowik comes back. I am shocked that the Texans were able to retain him at this point in time, even given how all the interviews went. I just don't subscribe, and Tyler, I know you said this yesterday. I'm not gut punching you. I just don't subscribe personally to people taking interviews for practice.
Yeah.
Like that. I mean, to me that would be absolutely crazy for a guy that's a quarterback coach somewhere to go bounce around the league and interview in 4 different places for a coordinator job, and then go, I just wanted to have the experience. Like that's hard for me to side with. I think these dudes are going and checking. Now, I think the situation in Houston is absolutely beautiful for both Bobby Slowik and Jerrod Johnson. So it's going to take a lot to pull them away. It's going to have to be a perfect situation. And clearly, maybe they didn't think they had that perfect situation anywhere else. Although Washington is a shocker to me. I didn't realize they had more cap space than anybody. Mm-hmm. They got more cap space available than anybody. They got a brand new owner. They got a brand new general manager. They got the number 2 overall pick. They got the number 36 overall pick, I think it is, something like that. I mean, it's one of those where you go, whew.
You got the Eagles in a weird situation. The Giants aren't great.
Come on, man. Jerry's talking about blowing his wad in 24. I mean, it's
there it was.
Yeah. It's wild that job's still open. They appear to be pursuing offensive-minded coaches, and Ben Johnson and Bobby Slowik, the 2 hottest offensive coordinators in the league that aren't head coaches, are going back to their respective organizations. Crazy, man. But I tell you what, being on this side of it with the Texans, I am here for it, man. This is absolutely huge. Now go out and add the right pieces. Give Bobby something to cook with. Give CJ something to cook with. Woo!
The arrow's pointed up.
Look out now.
Set. We saw what they were able to do in year one. In year two, the expectations have to jump up there. All right, we were at the Houston Sports Awards last night. Good night last night. I want to say, I want to give a shout out. I want to give a shout out to my babysitter last night.
Your babysitter.
Shout out to the babysitter last night. Wife came out. We enjoyed the night there, the evening at the Houston Sports Awards. And as parents, if you're sitting there, you know, you got a babysitter, you know, one of the most nervous things you get is when you're looking on your phone and the babysitter's calling. All right, we had 2 calls. And listen, our babysitter never calls. Generally never, ever calls. First one, bare bit tray. Just a little scratch we got back, but she just wanted to make sure. She kind of texted, called, wanted to make sure, let us know that he got that bear kind of got to Trey. I'm sure Trey antagonized him, but kind of got to him, and just wanted to let us know that. Then about 15 minutes later, she called back, and Nicholas, who will be 4 in March, got a little excited playing hide and go seek and crapped his pants.
He decided to hide a little too long, huh?
Oh, my God.
Don't know what happened, but he crapped his pants. And she called and said, do you have any wipes? We're like, no, he's 4. We don't have wipes. Just use what you need to use.
Toilet paper?
Just use what I get
it will not be a good night.
Just use what you can use.
It was all over him, huh?
Throw him in a bath. And then
It's everywhere.
Tie it up. We're going to roll through. And I'm just like, it is kind of embarrassing. You know, we're like, oh, my God. She's like, no, and she's blaming herself. Good kid.
We promise he doesn't normally
she's blaming
poop like
herself.
this.
She's up here talking about, I should have asked him first. I should have asked him what? You got to take a dump before we go hide and seek.
Hey, it's a nervous game.
We got home, man. We got home about 9:30, not like Tyler, but we got home about 9:30, and we woke him up.
You woke him up?
Kind of. Well, Tyler, I just want to make sure he wasn't sick or nothing. Like,
right.
How you feeling?
Make sure all the poop was off him.
We're trying to talk to Trey on his phone, on his watch, and he's not. He's giving us one-word answers. I think. What we said. Is everybody all right? I think.
Right.
Okay, all right.
He's busy.
All right. So we go in there and I'm like, what happened? You feel good? He's like, I thought it was a fart. And I tell him, I think to myself, hey, you come by it honestly, because I've been there too. You heard me tell the story. And I was in the press box, Royals game. I got a little cavalier with a fart too.
Cavalier.
And
we've all been there, Nick. You're fine, buddy.
And I leaned up, thought it was a silent one, let that thing go, and it was not. I had a little Shartville happen to me. I had to go in that bathroom. I was in that stall trying to make a decision on what I'm gonna do. Saw the evidence, and I knew there was no kind of soap and water cleaning thing going on here. So I just cleaned myself up real good, threw them drawers in the trash, and it just kept on going in my pants with no drawers on the rest of the way. That's what I had to do.
I mean, if all men are honest, we've all been there. We've all been there, man. Everyone sharts, Nick. You'll be fine, buddy. Every age.
Yeah, man. I when he said I thought it was a fart, I'm like, yeah.
I'd like for you two not to speak for me.
You ain't,
oh, come on.
You lying.
Everybody, bro, I just sharted like a month ago.
You sharted yourself a month ago, and you sharted in a press box.
Mine is about 6 years ago. I want to say that.
Hey, we're honest with the people. Yeah, I'm not even kidding. About a month ago.
How did we not heard about you sharting a month ago?
I mean, I didn't want to run to the mic and tell the world.
It must have been one of them 4 o'clock in the morning nights.
Nope.
Absolutely. You couldn't get to the crapper to go to bed, so you went ahead and just let it rip, huh?
Nope. It happened at about, it was probably 1 in the afternoon on a Sunday.
Where were you at?
I was out on the golf course. I was playing 18 holes. Hey, you know what?
What did you do with them draws?
Well,
he's playing 18 holes. Had a problem with the away hole.
I was on 16 when it happened, so that is a plus. I mean, I only had a couple holes to go, but when I got home, I threw them undies out. But
so you're saying you walked the rest of the way? You played the rest of the way? You drove home and sitting in that doo-doo? Boy, you a nasty ass.
Well, what was I gonna do?
Take them off.
I was with, dude. I was
I'm gonna
playing
guess
with
there
somebody.
Was trees and
Oh,
woods
my
everywhere.
God,
Let me clear something up with you two.
You had to be
You two nasty
funky.
son of a guns, real quick.
I mean,
I'm just trying to be honest.
You have
Man.
never
It wasn't a
misjudged-
big shart.
Hold
It was
on,
a little
you
shart.
had
Well,
never
no.
misjudged a fart.
We're going. Well, yeah, sure. I've misjudged a fart, but we need to define a shart here, boys. I mean, you had to throw your underwear away, and this guy threw his underwear away when he got home and had to clean. Like
It's a little damp.
that.
Exactly.
We got to define. There's a difference between sharting and crapping your britches. Like.
Well,
To me,
True.
here's
I
the
didn't
deal.
have turds.
Here's the deal. No. If you got to throw your underwear away or you crap through your britches, Tyler, that you're crapping your britches. That's not sharting.
I don't agree.
no, a
agree with
shart
that.
isn't like a firm, solid Duke, man.
A shart is something that gave a little that was air that had juice mixed
Yes.
in it.
I disagree.
And I feel
Great
and
description.
for me, different from this nasty sucker. I didn't want to walk around.
I didn't want to walk around with
miles
it.
away because of this. I know that's gonna smell.
If I was at work, I
I'm
wouldn't be
sitting
walking
there,
around in
like,
it.
It's like, hey, I just went and took a dump and I didn't wipe. Like that's just gonna smell.
I was out in nature.
I went in there, took them.
A shart leaves a skid mark.
No.
A shart doesn't fill your britches.
A skid mark is if you don't wipe good enough.
I know like literally what a skid mark is, but I'm saying like if you shart yourself and you pull your britches down, and what's in there is beyond a skid mark, you have crapped your pants. I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm fine with it being called that, but I don't. My point is, a shart is liquidy.
I really don't. Yeah, I think it's I don't.
God, that sounds bad.
If it's like, it's got to be like.
So is a
a
diarrhea. I mean, so is a diarrhea.
It's got to be a certain amount too. I mean,
713-572-4610. 713-572-4610.
Mine was just a. Ooh.
If you got to throw, if for any reason, I don't need to rank why. If you've got to throw your underwear away at any point in time,
I didn't have to.
Is it classified as a shart? Well, neither did Ron, but he'd had to walk around.
The understanding what I got from the babysitter was he
crapped himself. He crapped his pants.
He had a little bit more. He had a little bit more.
It was a serious one.
Which the thing about he's honest,
Text
right?
line
he's
in.
brutally
Clint is
honest.
correct. Y'all some nasty some bitches.
I'm not saying it's
for
not
crapping your
nasty.
pants. No, I know
I'm
it's
trying to be honest with you, friend.
Like someone texted in. I think it's a moist fart.
Yes.
No, I agree. It's a moist fart. Farts leave skid marks. Farts don't leave like enough in your pants where you got to throw them away.
I mean,
got a little cousin.
listen,
I got a
probably
little
could've
cousin that
changed
wears
it.
tights all the time. And she's telling a story about she
Peter Pan?
sharted sharted in academy and bought some new tights and went to the bathroom and put the new tights on and threw the old ones away.
See, even
and I'm
women
like,
shart.
No, that's not a shart. If you got to buy new britches,
Everybody
or
sharts.
draws, and you got to go change them and throw something away, you have crapped your pants.
But
I like to
could've-
gamble.
I could have chanced it, but I felt like it was gonna have a lingering funk to it. Like it was.
And if I was in a situation like you,
stink to it.
I get that, and I would have thrown mine away if I'm in my place of work. But I was out on the golf course with a guy playing golf with me, and I didn't want him to know I sharted. Wasn't gonna be like, hold on, dude, I got to go in here and throw my underwear
coming
away.
in. One here, Denise in Pearland. Thank you, Denise. Clint is absolutely right. The person right before. A shart is minus a turd, just a little liquidy.
Yes.
Okay, so is a diarrhea.
That's the
There's no
Webster.
turds in a diarrhea. Like, can you just diarrhea all over yourself and call it a shart? Is that what we're talking about?
But diarrhea brings in the amount.
Yes.
There's an amount. See, a shart is
Shart,
all right,
it's-
man.
oh.
As I said, I got cavalier and misjudged that fart. And it was-
Okay,
Squeeze the cheeks.
because
now make a decision. Make a decision.
Because it's air
let
and
these go?
liquid. It's air and liquid, so it can't be considered.
It's about the science.
No, I hate to break it to y'all too, but you crapped your britches
I did not.
I'm fine with you calling
in
it that.
the press box and on
I
the
don't give a
16th
rip
hole.
what you say. I sharted, and I made a decision for the people around me
Tyler-
to just wear my
Tyler
regular
played
ass clothes.
played a mean 18 holes and really
Tyler, you're
struggled.
nasty
He
as
really
hell.
struggled
You're nasty
on the
as
A hole.
He said he took a towel and set it on the cart.
Oh, I didn't want to get my dookie on the
Again.
nice carts out there at Wildcat.
To me now,
Now it's a dookie.
Well,
So, yeah.
it has a dookie element.
If you got to put a towel down to save your seat,
Coming
you
up
crapped
next.
your britches.
with the news.
Y'all are nasty as hell, man.
Listen, I know it.
And I have never done
trying
that.
to be
For the record,
You're
I have trusted
You're
a
a
fart
liar.
too much. I have done what I've called a shart. I go to the bathroom, wipe my tail, and there may be a little something there. I don't have to throw my underwear away.
Everybody
you-
poops
you
and everybody
stink.
I'm not
shits.
going to sit here and tell everybody.
And
No,
you've
I
been
didn't.
funking the rest of the way.